Hey everyone, good afternoon. I hope I'm audible. I hope I'm visible. So welcome to the 10th class of Physical Geography of India. We're trying to understand how the physiography of India is, what all things are there, and we had switched over to the drainage rivers of India. So if there are any questions about the previous one, please ask me. I will continue with the rivers for some time. We'll talk about the rivers, and then I will take you to the climate. We'll start talking about the coastal plain and the climate. Just scrolling up to check that if there is anything. Good afternoon to all. Prasenjit, I had my college practical and viva, so was not able to submit the assignment. Okay, some of the assignments I've not been able to look at because I was busy looking at the essays. Looking says, sir, I'm new to the Plus platform. Can I join the live class from today, or do I need to attend the recorded classes for paper 2? Definitely look in. It is the 10th class, so you definitely need to look at the recording classes. Means you want to learn geography, or you just want to attend classes? You want to attend classes and learn geography? It doesn't make sense that you just attend and not do the previous one. So how to get integrated? The first lecture of this course, Master Stroke course on Geography optional program. Attend the first lecture. It will tell you what all books and how to get integrated. Then you can do one lecture at a time. And 8th, 9th, 10th are holiday. 3 days are holiday. You can complete that in that. Because कहीं से भी class को join करना वो mechanically will not give you the desired results. So there is something. So I would suggest आज की class जो आप कर रहे हैं उसके बाद आप first lecture जरूर देखें. Once you've looked at the first lecture of this course, then you can do that in the holidays. 3 दिन में cover कर लीजिए. Nishant sir, I am north of Aravali. Sir, in north of Aravali, sorry, up to Shivalix, Ambala, and Saharanpur. Elevated land is acting as water divide. Yes, we made a full water divide, no? The elevated land, wherever, what was water divide? Water divide is an elevation which causes the surface flow, which directs the surface flow. Yes, we had talked about that, Nishant. Shubham, you said fate moves the mountains, means anybody can do anything. Then why no one is able to stop Russia-Ukraine war? So who wants to stop it? And where is the question of faith coming in? Shubham, you are attending my class. That doesn't mean you have faith in the class. You are attending a class. So there are countries, they are running their international affairs with their own vested interest. Where does the question of faith come? Get that? True. If there is faith in global order, अब तो यूएन में भी बात नहीं होती ना. जहाँ faith की बात है वहाँ की बात तो आप करने रहे. वहाँ कोई भी चीज बोलोगे, सर आप faith अभी बारिश क्यों नहीं हो रही बाहर, है ना? Sir, I have faith, right now my hand, is itching. तो अपने आप क्यों नहीं हो रहा? ऐसे मैकेनिकल मत करो यार. Sir, I have faith, sir. I will not read geography, sir. And by faith, it will automatically happen. Who said that when you have faith, faith is not equal to inaction? Faith is not equal to daydreaming. Faith means you act, you do whatever is needed, and keep the faith. Your actions will produce the result. Get that? Do you think the world is acting? Do you think the world is doing whatever is needed? है ना? So ये metaphysical बातें ना करो. आधी आधी बातें सर आपने ऐसे कहा तो ये क्यों नहीं हो रहा? Okay, perfect. So will Purvanchal hill be included in Eastern Himalaya? Yes, Eastern Himalayas are Purvanchal. Up to this we call it Himalaya, and this is the Purvanchal Himalayas. Hello, so with respect to Strike Valley, I have an understanding that is found between two parallel mountain ranges. Why are you getting into Strike Valley? एक जो ये होता है स्लोप होता है, this is the slope angle, this is the strike of a mountain. आप जियोलॉजी में क्यों जा रहे हैं राहुल? स्ट्राइक वैली तो स्लोप, एक स्ट्राइक होता है, एक स्लोप एंगल होता है. So I don't think so that you need it right now. Sir, if faith could do anything, why we studying for UPSC? आयुष सिंह, ये देखो अभी बताया था, faith does not mean this thing. कहाँ से ला रहे हो आयुष सिंह? कल तुम बोल नहीं पाए, रात को सोचा कि आज मैं लेकर आऊंगा, फेथ से सब हो जाता है. कल मैंने बताया क्या? कल मैंने ऐसे बताया क्या आयुष सिंह? यहाँ पे लिखा ना फेथ, फिर हम एक्ट क्यों कर रहे हैं? मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ फेथ में ही तो एक्ट करते हैं. तुम्हारा फेथ तो आयुष सिंह फैंटेसी हो रहा था. छोड़ दे इसे. मैंने कहा ना, when people are not ready for certain things, उनको नहीं देना चाहिए सब. वो तो कल किसी ने ऐसा बोला. Somebody gave an example. Somebody gave an example that they are bringing religion everywhere where it is geography. I said it has got nothing to do with geography. It has got nothing to do with geography. It is human nature to have faith, and geography works over there. सर्विस में क्या पूछ रहे हैं बेटा? क्वेश्चन पूछ लीजिए. ज्योग्राफी का क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे ज्यादा अच्छा होगा, किसी एक ने खाली बैठे बैठे हवाबाजी करते हुए क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया, सर इफ फेथ इज देयर देन व्हाई इज लाइक वी हैव टू डू, एंड वी डोंट हैव टू क्लैरिफाई, नो, यस और नो. अभी यू हैव जस्ट क्लियर्ड योर 10th स्टैंडर्ड, यू डोंट इवन हैव फुल फेथ, यू डोंट इवन नो एनीथिंग, और उसके बाद बोला सर फेथ से सॉल्व क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. सो नहीं करना चाहिए, इट्स नॉट वेस्ट आवर टाइम. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज वर्थ इट, है ना. कल की स्टोरी जो बताई थी, द स्टोरी सेड समथिंग. The story also said that the person was in action and full faith. So it's absolutely okay. इसकी समझ आया, अच्छी बात है. जिसकी नहीं आया, मैं तो कह भी रहा हूं ना, अभी तो फेथ भी नहीं है, अभी तो नई नई मोहब्बत है. तो अभी तो ज्योग्राफी में ही आपने बुक नहीं पढ़ी है, फेथ आएगा कैसे. So what was the last homework? Sneha says faith gives the person the power for action. Yes, Sneha, it gives, definitely. So I'd asked you to think about the difference between river, yes, and I had given you the map assignment. Is everyone okay? Many of you submitted the list. It is good. It is good. I have seen that. कुछ का मैं नहीं देख पाया as I was taking the essay papers. So for the main student, I was busy over there. We will be working on that. Superimposed drainage क्या होता है ये भी पूछा था. What is superimposed drainage? ये क्या होता है जल्दी बताइए. So ये differences between the rivers हमने देख लिया था, Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers, and then we had the map assignment also. Superimposed. Anyone wants to tell us about superimposed drainage? So there was a land like this. There was a land like this. And then what happened is this whole land got buried under sediments. Is everyone okay? This whole land got buried under sediments. Is everyone okay? Rivers were created, and the rivers started eroding it. So what was happening? V-shaped valleys were being created, yes or no? But as the erosion happened, the rivers which were flowing as per the slope, suddenly when this land gets exposed, the rivers find them out of place. Yes or no? True or not? The previous drainage was with respect to what? The old surfaces. Yes or no? The old rock type. But now as you have eroded the top surface, now you will have to follow this. Yes or no? All of them will have to follow this or not? So this is what happens in a case of a superimposed drainage. Do you get that? So already one plane was there. And can I say this happens with prolonged erosion? When prolonged erosion has happened over a long time at some place, will this happen over there? Is everyone with me on this? Prolonged erosion के साथ हो सकता है. Can I also say senile landform? जो landforms बहुत old हैं. Yes. Deranged drainage भी हो सकता है. That can also be there. Correct? Another way is that there is a hard rock, and these are the sediments. And river is flowing down. What will the river do? River is cutting it. So river was able to cut this back. Everyone okay? Then river was able to cut up to here. But the problem is when the river was cutting up to here, the water was not able to cut from here. It had to go like this. True or not? Yes or no? Is a waterfall created or not? Waterfall created. So if the previous structure gets exposed, the underlying structure gets exposed, and it causes the drainage to acquire a new form, that is also another example of superimposed drainage. Is everyone okay? This often happens, people who have done paper 1 with me, this often happens because of cycle interruptions. Remember polycyclic landforms? Polycyclic landform. People who've done paper 1 with me, people who have not, don't worry. So this happens because of, remember, positive and negative movement? Everyone who's here, remember we talked about positive and negative movement? That is it. Jatin says I joined an academy just now. अभी ताज़ा पैदा हुए. तो क्या करें फिर? And started optional just now. So can I start with paper 2 or should I complete my paper 1? So Jatin, for this answer, we have had a 2-hour class. First lecture of this course. So visit my profile. The name of the course is Comprehensive Course on Paper 2. First lecture will tell you where to start, how to get integrated. Yes, you can do even without paper 1. Get that? But for that you need to watch lecture 1. वो जरूर देखिए. आप चाहें तो अभी भी देख सकते हैं. You can leave this class right now and then watch. But if you want to see what is happening in the class, that is also for you. I hope you got the message, Jatin, and all newcomers. I hope you got the message. So if you want to be in the class, you want to see what's happening in the class, you want to see get the taste of geography, you can be here. But if you are looking at how do we manage it, first lecture. I will complete the recorded lectures ASAP and will come back. Listen to my instruction, Jatin. Listen to my instruction. Watch the first lecture, full lecture. It will tell you everything. And as per the planner, tomorrow 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th are holiday. उसमें आप अपना gap cover कर लीजिए. Get that? So that is my instruction. बाकी आप जो समझे वो आप जानो. ठीक है? I wanted to make it clear. First lecture will tell you everything. So superimposed drainage, did we understand everyone? Yes. So on 8th we are having class. No, 8th we are not having a class. 8th, 9th, 10th no classes. 8th, 9th, 10th. I told you anyone who has backlog, use these days. Use these days to complete. 8th, 9th, 10th. इन लोगों को फाउंडेशन का कुछ लेक्चर बच गया, एनसीईआरटी फाउंडेशन. यूज दीज डेज. गेट दैट? चलिए, वेयर आर वी नाउ? Examine the difference between peninsular and Himalayan rivers. Examine the difference between peninsular and Himalayan river regimes. Question 1, question 2. Are they the same or different? Examine the difference between peninsular and Himalayan rivers. We talked about this. What is different then? What is different? What is different? Quickly tell me. First is general. First is a general difference. Second is profile difference. No. आयुष ये कहाँ से ले आया? Profile क्या ले आया यार? First talks about all characteristics. Regime are about flow pattern, hydrology. Yes, absolutely. So regime is about hydrology. Hydrology. और मैंने आपको क्या बताया था? What is it? Second is about seasonal fluctuations, volumes, and fluctuations. Perfect. Thank you. So will you be, when you're reading the question, will you be mindful of what the question is? So the topic which I have for you is factors controlling river regimes. Again telling you, I told you last class also. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. How much is the volume of water? Volume of water. So a river is almost dry in the month of May. It gains May, June, it gains volume, something like that. Another river has water and gains volume like this. Get it throughout there. Another river is always dry, only some water here. True. Then there is a river which has water. Some water peaks in May and some water peaks in November. Do you understand ये क्या है? Three अलग अलग चीजें हैं. किस चीज की चीजें हैं ये? Hydrology, volume, seasonal volume fluctuation. ठीक है? पहले एक चीज बताई थी. From source to mouth, from bank to bank. This was called cross profile. This was called long profile. So somebody said regimes are about profile. Profile नहीं भाई. Profile तो ये. You can say that it is about the volume, the flow. Then yes, some sense goes on that. Do we get that? So that's that. Okay, looking at factors that control river volume. So possible factors क्या लगते हैं आपको जल्दी से बताइए? What are the factors? And if you know the factors, everyone, do we get the answer also? Everyone is saying precipitation. Precipitation. Prasenjit is saying, sir, humans have interfered. Can I say human beings? Humans, anthropogenic. Yes. Precipitation, glacier melt. Yes. Some people are saying vegetation. I get that. How topography? Climate, I understand. Climate can have that. What else? What else? Think about it. River में पानी किस पर depend करेगा? Catchment area, Then she says lithology, the rocks of that area. Into soil type इसी में ले रहा हूँ lithology में. Shubham is saying cloud burst. Shubham precipitation आ गया ना. अब precipitation में बोलोगे stratus cloud, cumulus cloud, thunderstorm, precipitation, snow आ गया. Global warming anthro में जाएगा. Yes, कल्याण का, it will go there. Arpita is saying slope. So relief and topography. So true. Orography, Purvi, that is again, rain shadow is again precipitation. Economy, industry, I don't know what is economy, industry, but I guess you would achieve or arrive at human factors. Your answer would only fall in the domain of human factors. Sonal is saying tributaries. Sonal, catchment area. कहाँ से मिलता है? Main stream, tributary stream. Sneh is saying amount of exploitation of water. So Sneh, can I say amount of exploitation by humans? No. So human factor. Ayush is saying, sir, runoff intensity will come under relief, right? Why would runoff intensity come under relief? Do you think runoff is only a factor of relief? Aravali doesn't have much rainfall, but it has relief. So runoff intensity सिर्फ क्या relief से depend करेगा? एक is saying command area तो बाद में आता है. River regime and command area is human use only. How human beings are using it. Is everyone okay? देखना शुरू करें. हाँ, Ayush is saying multiple topic. Ayush will not say multiple topic. The right term is multifactorial. Yeah, that multivariate. If you start using these terms, your answer will become more powerful. Multivariate, not multi-topic. Yes, Ankit, dams are anthropogenic and dams are anthropogenic. But I'm glad that most of you were able to think this. Now tell me, if you have these parameters, are they different from the rivers? Are they different in Peninsula? Are they different in Himalaya? Everyone, just a simple brainstorming. Just a simple brainstorming. Are they different? And will the answer change or not? बहुत easy से answer हो जाएगा, ये भी हमें करना है. ठीक है? So I want, like with every passing class, you will see, there is a way to crack a question. There is a way to crack question. So I'm dealing with the GS classes early in the morning, 8 o'clock. Beginners हैं, moment you dictate something, वो बच्चे सोचते वही answer, they start writing it. That's not the idea. Idea is that we have much bigger things on this. Everyone with me on this? Sharif, what do we do now? इन points को expand करें. पहला, will it vary along the course of a river? Yes or no? Say, for example, I'm talking about Himalayan upper stream, Himalayan mid and lower stream. Do you understand? Upper stream is in the mountains. Upper stream is in the mountains. So what are the sources here? Number 1 point was precipitation. Is precipitation high? Precipitation and ice melt. These are the ones. So can I say precipitation and ice melt is not very high? Precipitation at the peak of the mountain, ice melt is not very high. Seasonal variation. Can I say mountain streams have low volume? Can I say that? Why low volume? Why low volume? Small stream. Yes or no? Small stream. Generally, what volume नहीं? They won't have that much volume. Do we get that? ये mountain तक चले आ रहे. But when it gets into the plains, did we see the river widens? Because tributaries are joining it. Bigger catchment area. Can I say इसका catchment area, the watershed is very, very small. Very small mountain stream. Rocky stream थोड़ा सा एक वो होता है. Precipitation and ice melt are the things. Get that? And we know that especially Western Himalaya. Can I say these are further low? But Eastern Himalaya, there is more of Himalayas. Can you compare that also? That is why the floods in Assam, many rivers, lot of rain happening over there. So there we get volume also. Everyone with me on this? Middle and lower stream, where are they? In the plains. In the plains, do they have volume? Volume goes high. Why? Catchment plus tributaries. Is everyone okay? Makes sense? Bigger rivers over here. Number 2, I believe. Number 2, can I say the relief also is steep? Relief, steep. Yes or no? So water flows Runoff intensity, somebody said, will be high, cannot be stopped until unless we dam it. Until unless we dam it. Until unless we dam it. So in the upper reaches, and can I say there will be a seasonal spike in the volume when too much of rain happens? How many of you been to hill stations where you find rains with only stones and you walk and cross the river? Yes or no? And there are warnings on the river that suddenly water may come, so tourists are advised not to cross that river. True? Does it happen or not? But यहाँ पर क्या है? यहाँ पर relief is gentle relief. This is gentle relief. Volume is high. Volume is high because of that. Can we say that? I also believe, everyone, I also believe that these are perennial. ये perennial हो जाते हैं यहाँ पर. You'll see mountain streams at times are seasonal. वो dry हो जाएंगे. There are dry river beds in the mountains. But when we come down, यहाँ पर पानी होता है. River में हमेशा पानी रहेगा. Why? Because multiple sources are bringing water to it. Yes or no? Is perenniality ensured? एक third thing मैं डालना चाहता हूँ, lithology. The rocks, sedimentary rocks, unconsolidated rocks. True, everyone? Unconsolidated means there are fragments. They have not got solidified. They have not got solidified. They have not become rich. So what will happen to the percolation? Percolation high or low? Percolation is high. So everyone, if this is the land surface, hear that? Can I say the water level is close to the land surface? So even if, everyone pay attention, even if rain is not happening, the river still has water. Where is the water coming from? Everyone. Rain is not happening, but the river is not dry. Melt is not happening, but the river or lake is not dry. Why? Because the groundwater is getting exposed. So despite the glacier source, why upper streams become drier? So everyone, Vishwanath, where are you from? Where are you from? Have you never been to a hill station? Go to the winters. Glacier होने का मतलब क्या है? Glacier should melt also, no? What gives water? Glacier or glacier melt? So glacier is not melting throughout the season, throughout the year. West Bengal. So West Bengal तो आपका तो ground water इतना ऊपर है. Yes or no? You'll always have West Bengal, those झील जितना भी पानी होगा बना रहेगा. But upper area में always remember slope is there. Whenever you are upstream, यहाँ पर हमेशा water will be a problem. Essential commodities, water supply is a problem at a height. Because of the slope, water will flow down. And regarding this, only in the season when glacier melts, तो ये होगा. Do we get that? So when you go to a hill station, I don't know Vishwanath, you've been to hill stations or not, जाके देखिए, except for summer season. Summer season में तो definitely melt करेगा. Go in the colder seasons, you will find rivers with dry beds. Rivers with dry beds. And मैं बोल रहा था ना वैष्णो देवी जाने वाले रास्ते में when your train crosses, do you see many rivers with dry beds? Have you seen on your train on either side? Your train is going, there are white rounded stones, but पानी है नहीं, पानी somewhere only there. Purvi saying same problem with Mohsin Ram. Highest rainfall in world, but water shortage. So true. Sanjeet is saying Tavi River. So Jammu, when you go over there, there is this river, Tavi River. So Tavi River, dry bed. So can we also say upper riparian states have problem holding water? राम अभी upper riparian state की बात ही नहीं, अभी तो mountain की बात है. अगर उत्तराखंड में चल रहा है मामला, I am still in Uttarakhand only. Why bring that? Ayush says Dehradun has water shortage despite lot of rain. Wherever you have, that will be there. है ना? Shimla water crunch. हर जगह होगा. People who have lived in hilly areas, they know there is water, but that water can, like come as a bomb to them. That water can come with a cloudburst, can bring flash floods. Otherwise, that water is always in shortage क्योंकि पानी तो सब नीचे जा रहा है. True or not? So that is also there. But tell me one thing: places which have groundwater, places which have such rocks where percolation happens, will those rivers have a more perennial water regime or river regime or not? No tap in water connection. शुभम मेरे ख्याल से तो आप लिख रहे हो no water in tap connection, but that's okay. पानी की समस्या रहेगी. And I want to tell you that water in this entire north belt which we are talking about, particularly urban centers like Delhi, shortage बनेगी. And I've always said that at times the governments are looking more towards urban areas, solving their problems at the cost of non-urban areas. On सुन रहा है? Everyone, do we get it? Now, did you pay attention, everyone? That on all these points, peninsular India is totally different. Get that? Peninsular India, precipitation, only precipitation. So peninsular India is what? Can I say rain-fed? So that is why they are seasonal, and some of them are ephemeral. What is ephemeral? For a short duration. Ephemeral. बहुत छोटे time के लिए. And have you also heard of inland drainage? Some don't have water even to reach the ocean. So जब question आता है तो ये क्यों नहीं बोलेंगे भाई? Precipitation, seasonal variation are both places. Both places, इधर हमने देख लिया mountain and this thing we are talking about. Do we get that? So can I say Kaveri River? Kaveri ले ले. Kaveri River. कर्नाटका में a place called ब्रह्मगिरी हिल्स, ताल कावेरी, यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट होती है. Do we get that? Flows from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. System will have tributaries coming from Kerala also. I'm not getting into that. Kerala, Puducherry, let's keep out of the story. Karnataka is a Karnataka shield. Remember, Karnataka is a shield. Karnataka to shield है पूरा. So उसमें से river comes like this, and now it comes to Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is ready, and Tamil Nadu is ready for agriculture. The river makes a delta, place called Thanjavur in Tamil Nadu, known for triple rice crop in a year. Do we get that? Now the problem is that the river is going from here. River is going from here. River requires rainfall to happen. Where is this Tal Kaveri? Western Ghats. If rainfall is not going to happen, problem or not? And you will find that many rivers, Lakshman, Tirth and all, they will form the tributaries to begin with. Then river mein kuch dam aayega. Yes or no? River will have volume. But now tell me, when I am on a shield, point number 3. Point number 3. Lithology consists of unconsolidated rocks or sedimentary rock? No. Lithology consists of consolidated rocks. Consolidated means all the sediments have got stuck together. There are no gaps, no cracks. Igneous, metamorphic. What will happen to the groundwater? Low. So when the rain doesn't happen, will the river dry out? Will the river dry out? Get that? And I also want to tell you, since you're a geography optional student, please get that. There is a minimum ecological flow needed to keep the river alive. When a river dries up, when there is no water in the river, no, all systems, be it the living systems, be it the microscopic system, they will dry. Then river turns into just a drain of water. Please understand, rivers are living entities. Rivers are living entities. They are an ecosystem in themselves. When we stop all flow, or because of nature, when all flow goes, and when it comes back, you will find that there is no ecosystem. Do you get that? So can I see from this that groundwater has a very, very big role to play in maintaining the minimum ecological flow of a river or a lake? And can we see in the peninsula, because the water cannot percolate down from the hard rocks, this groundwater is not available, so they have no insurance against failure of rain. Tamil Nadu government went to Supreme Court. They said that we want to grow our rice. Third crop of rice has to be grown. Our farmers have been growing this rice traditionally over all these years. We request you to tell Karnataka to release water. There is a river water sharing agreement between Karnataka and in fact for Kaveri, it's Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry. Okay? Interstate river dispute. This is one of the topics in our contemporary areas, in our contemporary topics in geography. We have this. So Tamil Nadu government goes to the Supreme Court and says that please ask Karnataka to release the water which is due to us. जो हमारा जो due है वो release कर दे. Karnataka has an advantage. Can I say that? Karnataka is called as upper riparian state. Is everyone okay with this technical term? Riparian means to do with river. Upper riparian means the one where the river begins. So Tamil Nadu is what? Lower riparian. And what do they have with each other? Riparian dispute. Is everyone okay with the word riparian? Upper, lower, riparian dispute is there. So now, Karnataka goes to the court and Karnataka says, we will share the water, but only when it rains. The court has told us that this much water should be going. Okay, Ajit, you can watch the recording and take care of your health. Yeah, everyone, please pay attention. I'm supposed to give you, say, for example, 100 cusecs of water, but that doesn't mean that I will give you water whenever you need. Yes, sir? So they said we are waiting for rains to happen. Once the monsoon comes, Kaveri will have water, we will release it. The problem is that whatever water we are left with in our dams, Kaveri pe, Karnataka mein bhi dam hai ke nahi, Krishnaraj Sagar and all that. Do they have dams on that? Mysore ke paas dam hai ya nahi? Yes. So they said our dams have only that much water that they can feed the requirement of Bangalore city up to this date. Now you tell us, should we stop giving people water to drink because people in Tamil Nadu want water to grow rice? उसने ऐसे सर, this is the problem in Punjab and Haryana also. This is the problem with multiple states. This is called inter-state water dispute. इसके लिए हमारे constitution तक में provision किया गया. Have you heard of that? Is there a constitutional provision? So what did the court say? ठीक है भाई. Yes, you can wait. And then what did the Tamil Nadu have to do? They had to cancel it. They had to cancel their rice crop. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Everyone, is groundwater important or not? I want to tell you, there are many foundations in Tamil Nadu active now. They have started rainwater harvesting. When you start rainwater harvesting, whatever rainwater is coming, if you cause it to go into the soil, remember, can I say Tamil Nadu soil compared with Karnataka, which one can have more percolation? Which one can have more percolation? Tamil Nadu. So is it wise for people in Tamil Nadu, rather than fighting a legal battle, do an ecological job? So what they've done is, many organizations, many NGOs are investing on this, that let's go for rainwater harvesting. Jahan bhi pani hai, put it in the groundwater. Do you understand? Groundwater will help them. Normally in the peninsula, groundwater recharge is not there, but wherever possible, we should be doing that. और यहाँ पर भी storage भी होना चाहिए, wise use भी होना चाहिए. Yes or no? True. So that's what I'm saying. So two differences are these very clear with examples also. Okay. Third क्या था? Relief. Chennai drought sometime. Danshi, I would say Chennai had drought. Again, the same thing. If you are depending only on Kaveri, that will be a problem. True or not? Kaveri and its systems, tributaries, that will be a problem. Chennai itself has a huge population also. Chennai has this river called Coombe River. Coombe River has got reservoirs also. Yes. So they are also trying to capture it. But I think reservoirs, rather than protecting us from floods, they end up giving us floods. So did you hear of Tamil Nadu as well as Kerala getting floods because of release of water from the reservoirs? So tell me one thing. Making a reservoir is a human thing. Will it take a lot of effort? Managing it, and then you don't know it. But here, can you see community can participate in rainwater harvesting? Will it be a natural solution? Will it be a sustainable solution? अगर मुझसे पूछो, अब अगर कोई मुझसे बात करे, somebody is talking to me, yes, I want to talk faith now. Have faith in the community. Have faith in the nature. Do that. What are we looking at? We are trying to have government trying to solve it, courts trying to solve it, and then you say, Sachin sir, you said that we should have faith, and faith can move mountains. So why is the Kaveri dispute not being resolved? Before asking this childish question, look where the faith will come. Faith of the people. Faith of the people that nature, we are an integral part of the nature, rather than just exploiting. If we start contributing, that is where I'm looking at faith. Everyone, are you a property of your parents? Are you a resource to them from which they will exploit everything? No. But unfortunately, in poverty, have you heard that more hands to work? For poor people, every child is more hand to work or not? What is the expectation? You earn more. So if the relation of the child and parents is about extracting, do you think that relation will have love, empathy, faith in it? It won't have. Yes or no? Then you will say, sir, how can, like poor people, faith, can it not solve their problem? Bhai, wahan faith hai nahi. Faith is already breached. They are surviving, the parents are surviving, they got the children to life because they thought that these will be assets for us. Yes or no? Soon the child realizes this was just a business decision, and the child is no longer a part of that. Yes or no? Not only parents. Can I say some children also look at parents only as a resource? Yes. Have you seen parents being thrown out? Children looking at parents only as a resource. Will faith develop over there? And if there is faith, it is an eyewash. Yes or no? जब तक अपना काम बन रहा है. So you're coming to the class, you paid the money, यार पैसा वसूल करवाना चाहिए. Is it about faith? If faith can clear this examination, then anyone and everyone who's sitting in this class should clear the exam. But faith will develop. Faith takes something. Faith takes something. When I gave you the story of Marpa, आप अगर बाजू में खड़े हो ना, and if I say jump off the cliff, मैं पगला गया भाई, इतना क्या मास्टर बन रहा है? True or not? Really takes something. So I would not want someone who doesn't even know मजे लेने के लिए क्लास में, सर faith से यूक्रेन रशिया काहे नहीं हो रहा है? तुमको faith नहीं यार. True. Is everyone okay? If you want to know more about nature and water, you should read something about Rajendra Singh, the water man of India, who was given the Magsaysay Award. What is his view about nature and water? If you listen to him, how he was able to revive the rivers in Rajasthan. Rivers in 5 perennial river पैदा कर दिया. Rajasthan, Alwar district, 5 perennial rivers were created. Can you imagine? Not by government support, not by any corporate investment, but by the traditional wisdom of local people. That is what I call is faith. Do you get that? Rajasthan में 5 perennial river. Hardev says, I am from Alwar. Hardev, I'm sure you would have then experienced that Alwar, Pani Panchayat, yes, and all the water management of Alwar. And Alwar, not only Alwar, many places in Gujarat, Rajasthan, semi-arid area, people have come together. That is what I talk of, is faith. Okay, that? और वो नहीं है. Tell me, is the world united on Russia-Ukraine? Do you know now the world wants the war to end? Why? Because their economy is suffering. Are they bothered about the suffering of Ukrainians? No, they're not bothered about sufferings of Ukraine. Within Ukraine, many people would want end the war. यार और नहीं चाहिए. ले लो जो territory लेना ले लो. True or not? Faith नहीं है. Sneha says sanctioning Russia only. Sneha, on the face of it, sanctioning, behind doors, accepting. Russia also knows that Russia is also smart. True. तो सब चलता रहेगा. And I want to tell you, inflation is high across the world. Yes or no? Commodity prices have increased across the world. Unemployment, especially after COVID, are at record, especially in developing world. Hear that? And I want to tell you, around 40 to 50 countries in the world are about to go for elections. Can you connect the dots? If you want to stay in power, sab changa si. Sorry, bhai, maaf kar do, okay, dosti, and all that. That's what we are talking about. Yes, abhi you'll start listening about all the welfare schemes in America, Europe, Third World, India, सब जगह. क्या चाहिए? जो चाहिए बोलो. हमने काफी नोच लिया तुमको, और मौका दोगे तो और नोचेंगे. तुम्हारे पैसे से तुम्हें ही बता देंगे कि ये लो, जाओ जी लो जिंदगी. Yes, sir. Their love and rather at times lust for power is what is happening in the world today. Now I'm saying, am I faithless here? I'm not faithless here. Faith moves me. Faith still says, don't worry. Don't worry, the right will come. The right will come. Yes. Do you take a stand when wrong is happening around you? No. Why? You don't have faith. अरे यार मेरे को थोड़ी ना प्रॉब्लम. चलो चलते हैं. So everyone, you go to a beer bar. And you order a beer. The fellow will come. He will bring a beer bottle to you, and he'll say, "Sir, please check the temperature. Is it cold enough?" Yes. Some people will say, "Sir, I've never had beer." अरे भाई कहीं पर गए शरबत ऑर्डर किया, कोका कोला you ordered. Before giving you Coca Cola, does he show you? Is it cold enough? Yes or no? Before buying, sometimes you hold it, sometimes you say, "No, please show me. It's not cold enough." होता है? Is it a natural practice? So yesterday, I was at a sweet shop. So this man ordered something to eat. Pack करवा रहा था. He ordered some samosa and some pakoda. Get that? The worker over there packed samosa and he was packing pakoda. So that man said, "Samosa, I see, is hot. Pakoda is not hot." He said, "Sir, you came just now when samosa was getting ready. Pakoda was ready just before that. Sir, if you want, please check the temperature. If you're not satisfied, I'll heat it up." Is it okay? Same situation, bar. Same situation, Coca-Cola. Shopkeeper, poor man working over there. Do you know what this man says? No. Why would I touch? Why would I check? If it is cold, मैं वापस देके जाऊंगा तेरे मुंह पर मारूंगा. I was on a phone with a student. Get that? He said, "Sir, क्यों वापस लाओगे? Sir, touch it. No. Whatever temperature you don't like, sir, अब देख लीजिए. मैं क्यों टच करूंगा? मैं वापस करूंगा तुझको. I will return it to you if it is cold." So I said, I was talking to someone on the phone. I said, "Please keep the phone. I'll talk to you later." I said, "Why are you making this poor man emotional? Emotional blackmail क्या कर रहा है यार? Touch it. What's wrong? Poor man, sweet shop. You are going over there." I said, "Touch it." That fellow said, "Sir," now he started speaking in English. He said, "Sir, I am to just telling him if it is cold, I will return." I said, "अंग्रेज के बच्चे, अंग्रेजी बोलने से समझ नहीं आती. Touch it now. What's wrong? And if there is COVID in it, then why buy it? Touch करने में मर तो नहीं जाएगा ना शॉप पे. I said, "Do I touch for you?" "No, sir. What is your problem? I'm to telling him now." That's where I had faith in it. I said, "My faith is in solution." No, I said, "I have no problem. I'm just saying that person is asking you, if you go to a bar, you'll spend a lot of money. You go to ice cream parlor, you spend a lot of money. Here you're spending probably 50 rupees. There you will spend 5,000 rupees, and there you'll do all that natak. You will do all the natak which that fellow tells. This poor man, on 50 rupees, you can do all that to him." Something touch कर ले भाई. Then that fellow, another fellow came. He said, "Sir, ये पैक हो गया, किसका है?" मैं कहा, "ये सर का है. अभी वापस भी आने वाला है, रिटर्न भी करेगा." Imagine what a fool you will burn the petrol of the country और जाएगा वापस, उधर ठंडा मिलेगा. Adult person, probably my age. ये तो घूम रहे हैं और ये क्लास में आकर कहेंगे, "सर, फेथ से क्या ठंडा समोसा गर्म हो सकता है?" अरे यार, what naughty question will come? पूछो ही मत. Get that? So moment, like when you question these people, when wrongs are happening around you, they suddenly see educated man, they start speaking English. समोसे की दुकान पे अंग्रेजी बोल रहा है पश्चिम उत्तर प्रदेश में. Don't you know how we speak? When we start speaking Pashchim Uttar Pradesh, the adjectives we have. Funny, yaar. The fellow started speaking English. For the poor man, he was being a boss. Yes or no? क्या यार? And उसमें हम faith की बात करें. And that's where I'm saying, that's where if you have faith, you should take a stand. You should take a stand and a stand. We were not fighting. तो दिल्ली में ये भी नौटंकी है. गन भी निकाल सकता था भाई. They can kill you for a samosa. The temperature of the pakoda was not up to the mark, so he shot you. That's what kind of rage we are having in the areas. So, but you have faith, no sir. If he puts the gun on your head, action तो फिर भी होगा. True or not? कौन था वैसे faith वाला? मुझे तो याद भी नहीं किसने क्वेश्चन पूछा था, but काफी सही पूछे थे भैया. पकौड़ा चकौड़ा खाया करो. मोदी ने बताया भी पकौड़ा वकौड़ा गुड करिए. टेंशन क्या? अच्छा रिलीफ की बात करें. वाटर फ्लो. Can I say relief is not that steep? Relief is less steep. True, but there are waterfalls. यहाँ पर क्या है? Topographic discordance. Topographic discordance is there. Sir, what is this? अरे मैं भी तो कुछ impress करूंगा ना. I'll also impress you guys, no, with something. Yes. You feel everything is so easy. अरे Sachin sir, so easy. Now I can also understand topographic discordance. So where is topographic discordance? Let me show you. Everyone, this is topographic discordance. Remember unconformity? You remember the word unconformity? Where the young rocks and the old rocks get exposed. So discordant. Soft rock. Everything was soft, but here what was exposed? Hard rock was exposed. Do you understand now topographic discordance? Topography is there, but some deviation is there. That is why the word discord. Discord hota hai. If you are not in agreement with me, when we are in agreement with each other, we are in accord. And when we are not in agreement, then we are discord. So everything, can you see? I was expecting the whole slope to be soft. Yes, it was soft. But with erosion, has it become soft, hard, soft? This is called topographic discordance. Why does it happen? फिर बता रहा हूँ यहाँ पर. उसका reason भी लिखा हुआ है. Some of you might immediately say, sir, why does it happen? इसलिए होता है बच्चों. Cycles get interrupted, polycyclic, more erosion, less erosion, and for that, a little bit of paper 1 is needed. If you've not read it, it's okay. अभी कोई टेंशन नहीं paper 2 की. As I said, no, whatever is needed, I will be working on that. Precipitation done. Catchment area done. Lithology done. One interesting thing I want to talk about. Which part of India is winterless? People are saying south. Everyone south को हम थोड़ा सा लिखे peninsular India. Let's not say plateau alone because plateau में तो Bangalore भी आता है. But peninsular India. Can I say the India that comes south of Tropic of Cancer? Is everyone okay? Can I say winterless? So people in Chennai, people in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, they don't know winter. Yes or no? But tell me, this is 30 degrees. इधर तो temperate आएगा कि नहीं? Subtropical and temperate. Everyone okay? Can I say, because Himalayas lie in the subtropical and temperate, there during the winters ice melt will not happen. Number one. When ice melt is not happening, will the flow regime change? Get that? Second thing is Western Himalaya gets Western disturbance also. Get that? Because of their latitude, climate may. So will that make a change? So fourth is, can I say climate? Winter, no ice melt. Winter, rain, Western disturbance. Do we agree? Will it have an impact or not? Hoga to. In this case, when we are talking about in the peninsula, if you ask me, point number 4, I would say climate is winterless. उसमें तो ice melt नहीं हो रहा था. Everyone, I want to write a point. Please pay attention if you are okay with this. Please tell me if you are okay with this. High loss because of evapotranspiration. There's a lot of evaporation happening, no? So here the loss will be high. Winterless, always summers. So will the water evaporate more? So will the rivers dry up faster? Very seasonal, non-perennial, and evaporation is also happening. And the water is also not percolating down. That's a challenge or not? That's going to be a challenge. Add to it, I'm not stopping at this. Add to it, I would say that in that case, in the previous case, we said that there is winter rain here in peninsular India, Coromandel coast has northeast monsoon. Yes or no? Have you heard of Chennai getting rainfall during retreating monsoon? So their flow pattern will be high. Their flow pattern, their can I say volume profile will be high in November, as Kumar is writing. वहां पानी कब ज्यादा होगा? नवंबर में। बाकी रिवर्स में कब ज्यादा होगा? जून के आसपास। इज एवरीवन विद मी? मेक सेंस? Now suddenly tell me that I had an intelligent discussion with my students. Do you see? We have a very good answer coming out because of this. NCERT कोई बात नहीं कर रही. NCERT is not talking this. Do we have sufficient for this? And I still have not brought the most important point. So can we add cyclone creating regime change also? Yes, Raki, but वो उसी में आ जाएगा ना, precipitation में. So there is a cyclone season. Cyclone season कौन सा होता है? Summer के जो cyclones होते हैं वो कब आते हैं? मई जून में. ठीक है, मई जून समर साइक्लोन्स. इनके साइक्लोन्स कहां पर आ रहे हैं? पेनिनसुलर इंडिया, नवंबर में. ठीक है, तो उसी का पार्ट हो. एवरीवन हैव नॉट एडेड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अभी तक, व्हिच विल मेक आवर आंसर वेरी डिफरेंट. क्लाइमेट तक हो गया, रिलीफ भी हो गया. यस, वी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? ग्राउंड वाटर एक्सप्लॉइटेशन. वेयर इज ग्राउंड वाटर एक्सप्लॉइटेशन हैवी? इन पेनिनसुला और इन प्लेन्स? Sir, in plains. Where in plains? So Punjab, Haryana. No, not only Punjab, Haryana, but also Tamil Nadu, the coastal plains also. Yes or no? Everyone, because of that extra drawing out of water, will the river regime be impacted? इसी में हमने क्या कर दिया? Reservoirs. Reservoir में पानी रोक लिया. True or not? Can I say flow of the water is changed because of this? Can I say at times minimum ecological flow is also not ensured? पानी बचा के रखा हुआ है. Reservoirs will get back. Theory कह रहा हूँ, canals. We are talking about river interlinking project in India. Yes or no? We want the excess water basins like Brahmaputra and Ganga to give water to deficit water basins of peninsular India. Will this change the river regime of both the sides? Yes or no? The volume of water in those sites will be reduced and there will be a gain in this. Yes? Is it an amazing win-win situation? Their excess water will be brought here, so inka river regime will increase in volume, there will decrease. Is it an amazing win-win situation or not? Yes or no? Yes. So moment I say it with all this conviction, I lay a trap for you and you are caught in that trap. Ekdam yes, sahi bol rahe ho sir, ekdam sahi keh rahe ho. Arey remember, both of them get more water in June. Get that? So when there is flood in Ganga and Brahmaputra, that time the peninsular India also has a lot of water. Bhai aur mat do. True or not? When there is a shortage, then they all want. So on face of it, it looks good. Excess water, deficit water basins, connect them. Do you get that? But river regimes have problems or not? In the process, in the process of these developmental works, will we chop off the forests? Do you know trees are dams, nature's dams? They slow down flow of water. When the runoff slows down, it gets time to percolate. So wherever trees are there, trees help in recharging the growth of water table, rise of water table. अगर आपने सदगुरु का सुना हो, सदगुरु ने शायद पिछले साल किया था, कुछ कावेरी पे किया था. इस साल तो सदगुरु इज वर्किंग ऑन सॉइल कुछ कर रहे हैं. People who don't know सदगुरु वो ईशा फाउंडेशन. Please don't consider this discussion as Sachin sir is saying please join ईशा फाउंडेशन. ना करो भाई, जो आपकी श्रद्धा वो करो. बाबा की गुफा बहुत सारी हैं. There is Shri Shri also, there is ISKCON also, there is Brahma Kumari also. मैं तो अपनी जनरल नॉलेज दिखा रहा था. And if you still love him, there is Asaram Bapu also. Get that? But the idea is Kaveri Kaling करके एक प्रोजेक्ट किया गया तमिलनाडु में. Not only Tamil Nadu, entire Kaveri, wherever is the basin, we should grow trees. Does it make sense? It does make sense. The ecosystem will grow. Though many people oppose that also, that growing tree may not help and all those things. I'm not getting into the science of it. I think we have damaged the nature so much that अगर हम tree grow करेंगे तो फायदा ही होगा, नुकसान नहीं होगा. ये तो मैं clear. You know, mathematically, some people say, नहीं, with trees इतना recharge नहीं होगा. You will have to give water to the trees first, and eventually this thing, that thing. Mathematically, they have done it. Ask me, my heart says that we have damaged the nature so much. When trees come, trees don't come only as a water reservoir. They come as an ecosystem. Yes, so we have humanized the surface. We need to naturalize the surface. So anything that calls for naturalizing the earth's surface, I am with that. I may not be with the Baba, and most of the time it is abki baar Baba Sarkar. You will see Baba's Sarkar के पक्ष में ही बोलते हैं. Yes. आप देखेंगे बहुत से लोगों को उससे बेनिफिट भी होता है, तो कई बार हो जाता है. But sir, you are wrong, sir. You said that. You have offended me. My Baba never speaks for the government. My Baba speaks only what is right. Yes, your Baba speaks only what is right. My only request is whatever I am talking about, please don't see this that I am asking you to join any Baba. So planning is important in greenification. UP planted a lot of eucalyptus that killed groundwater. हाँ, मैंने अभी देखा, आयुष, I don't know about that. अभी मैंने देखा वृहत वृक्षारोपण योजना, योगी जी फोटो लगी हुई. I went to drop my son to a guitar class. So on the way while driving, योगी जी की photo आ गई, and it said Vrihit Vriksharopan Pariyojana. Vrihit means like a major and a pan UP afforestation program. Now Ayush is saying that in that the choice of tree was wrong. He said eucalyptus was planted. So Ayush, there are multiple things to be kept in mind. The species that you want to grow, and second is at times it becomes an eyewash. Yes or no? They were getting their name recorded in Limca book or Guinness book that this many saplings were planted in UP in one day. Yes or no? So it's a very amazing thing. You get in tie-up with the nurseries. The nurseries will get the money for that. You take the plant, इधर लगाया, शाम को आके nursery वाले उखाड़ के ले जाएगा because nobody was taking care of them. I used to say UP makes record every year for 1 lakh tree, 2 lakh tree, but no maintenance, no care. Definitely the choice of the tree, maintenance of the tree, that is not there. And I am very, very clear. अब तो मुझे doubt ही नहीं, anything this government does, वो पहले एक adjective है government के पास, unprecedented. आज से पहले किसी ने नहीं किया. तो हर साल 1 लाख पेड़ लगाएगा, 2 लाख पेड़ लगाएगा. Everyone, Ayush, if they are planting 2 lakh saplings, and if every sapling is for 5 rupees, yes or no? 2 lakh makes it 10 lakh rupees, no? 10 lakh rupees goes somewhere. yes or no? कहीं तो जा रहा है 10 लाख रुपए. उसके लिए और भी बहुत सारा इन्वेस्टमेंट होगा. Then मंत्री जी will come, मंत्री जी का पूरा कैवलकेड आएगा, सब लोग लगाएंगे कि नहीं जाएंगे. शुभम कह रहा है in their pocket. अरे शुभम, these people are not corrupt. करप्ट तो हम ही लोग हैं. करप्ट तो आम आदमी, देश की भी नहीं सोचते आप लोग. Plant tree, post a picture in government office as well as my father is in government job as well. A lot of waste of man hours and resources. So Ayush, again, I said no. I have a lot of faith in planting trees. I have a lot of faith in planting trees. I have a lot of faith in nature reviving it. But then I don't see a leader being able to do it. True or not, Ayush? Ayush, a single person can create animosity in a society, but it takes a society to resolve that animosity. एक बंदे से वो ठीक नहीं होती. True or not? So whenever these people say, ये order pass कर दिया, open defecation free, single use plastic ban हो चुका है नहीं हो चुका है? Everyone tell me, is single use plastic ban हो चुका है countrywide? Is it still being used? Is it still being used rampantly? Is child labor banned? Is it still happening? Yes or no? Child labor. Is it a fundamental right? Universal primary education, is it a fundamental right? Are they getting it? Am I blaming the present government or previous governments were similar? Again saying, my faith is in you. My faith is in myself. My faith is in facing that man who was torturing that poor worker and telling him that I will not touch it. And when I thought about it again, when I thought about that incident, I did not prolong that incident. I just wanted him to realize that you are not doing it right. Baki aapki marzi. I said, I'm sorry, but this is not a place that you will unnecessarily emotionally blackmail that. Then I thought over that event. I don't know how many of you boys I'm talking about are zero with kitchen work. Maybe that person, for him, food and anything associated with food was zero. He thought, I don't know anything. Only when I go back home, my wife or jiske liye bhi le jana tha, my mother or brother, only they can tell whether this is warm or cold. Do we have such people who are brought up in a very sanitized environment? वो kitchen में कभी गए नहीं, उन्हें चाकू कभी देखा ही नहीं. He feels that by touching, I cannot say whether the food is warm enough to be eaten or not. Later on, I regretted that. Why did I say it to him? Maybe his upbringing has been like that. Yes, sir. True. So I was on a ship, and on that ship, a boy came, young boy training. He was asked to clean something. On the ship. He said, I don't clean. The captain said, why don't you clean? He said, I belong to the upper caste. In my village, we don't clean. The lower caste cleans. The captain said, this is Pacific Ocean. Get that? If I throw you or lower caste, both of you die. Get that? You, lower caste, middle caste, super high class, low, जो भी तुम्हारी caste, पिछड़ा, अति पिछड़ा, अगड़ा, अति अगड़ा, जिसको पानी में डाला है, that is called sea burial. Get that? And so that you don't float, ऊपर float ना करे, पैर में weight डाल के डालूंगा. Get that? We don't want that upper caste to float on water. Get that? काम करो. Your life is important, and on the ship, every life is important because everyone has work. And who said cleaning is for some caste? Do you get that? So when we have such things going inside our mind, can you understand that nothing will work? The leaders can only misuse it. They can only manipulate this. They can only flare up this feeling. I feel this is the caste issue. Your caste is feeling injustice. Yes or no? The society is not talking about that. And more so, If you have come to urban areas, when you are sitting in the train, metro train, are you ever bothered about what is the caste of the person next to you? Yes. Do you think? Do you even think? I want to tell you that even an IAS officer traveling in a metro train and you traveling in a metro train, all are equal. Yes or no? Your economic status, your social status doesn't matter. But yes, some opportunists, be it leaders, be it politicians, be it babas, be it anything, they will try and bring a wedge in the society and they will talk about it. That's where the test of the faith lies. I really want to ask you and tell you that if you are that sanitized person, जिसने बहुत सी चीजें नहीं देखी, I really want to tell you, life is going to throw many hardships at you. Take those challenges. I meet so many students in all these years when they say, "Sir, I've never failed in exam. I've never failed in an exam." Moment they say, "I've never failed in examination," I feel very sad for them. I feel very, very sad for them. I only say, "Welcome to UPSC." और मैं क्या करूं? True. Why am I sad? So if you were in standard 2 and you failed, what will the world tell you? अरे बच्चे कोई बात नहीं, हो जाता है. Small kid, no, don't worry. Next time हो जाए. Now you are used to failing. And everyone tell me, is life about 100% success or will there be many failures as well as successes? Reality is both, no? So till the age 24, you've never failed. And when you fail at 24, that's a big failure. Get that? At that time, you look for the fan. अरे अब तो जान देनी पड़ेगी, मेरी इज्जत, मैं यूनिवर्सिटी टॉपर में फेल हो गया. Yes, that girl I told you ranked 291, Kalpishri. She says, "Sir, I was a 10th topper, 12th topper, and engineering also I was a topper, sir." And the moment I went to UPSC, I failed in my prelims. It was a very rude shock. Then she said, "I prepared again. I failed the second time in prelims. Again, a rude shock." Yes, sir. So no matter what inflated ego you have, UPSC has a very, very smart needle. So your balloon on the day of the examination, and all that inflation goes out. Get that? But what kept that girl going? A topper, throughout academic excellence student who fails 2 failures in prelims, what kept her going was faith. That I have it in me. I know what went wrong. She analyzed it and worked on it. She gave her third attempt. She cleared her prelims, she cleared her mains, and she missed the selection by 7 marks. She said, "Don't worry, I'll still do it." That's where faith comes. Faith ऐसा नहीं घर में बैठकर जो है जुबा केसरी कर रहा है. सर फेथ से आईएएस बनते सर, मैं जुबा केसरी. यस, रजनीगंधा पे चला रहा था सर, मैं आईएएस नहीं बना. अरे, you had faith in रजनीगंधा, so you get that. Full faith से तू खा रहा है. You're रजनीगंधा champion, yes or no? Every atom, every molecule in your mouth and your teeth know what is रजनीगंधा. People know you are जुबा केसरी. What else do you want? Full faith से लगा. Everyone okay? Can we handle this? So human beings का आ गया इसमें. एक case study डालनी हो ना? Case study डालनी हो तो I think I did that in a special session. Assam, in a span of 7 days, 9 districts went from drought to flood. 7 days. जो लोग मेरा अभी special session किया था. I gave shared a case study shared on down to earth. 7 days in Assam 2022. Drought turned into flood. River regimes changed. So can we add illegal sand mining? बहुत सारी चीजें. Everyone, I just wanted to bring in human beings, damming, reservoirs, groundwater exploitation, vegetation removal, illegal sand mining. और सबसे बड़ी बात, everyone, ये जो आया असम का, climate change is human induced only, no? Global warming. Global warming is human induced. Everyone tell me, because of global warming, will the glacier melt increase? The temperature is increasing, will the glacier melt increase? Will there be more evaporation? More evaporation means more drought. Funny thing is, more evaporation means more drought. And further funny thing is, because of evaporation, water vapor reaches in the atmosphere. More water vapor means more cyclones and more extreme rainfall. So very, very strange things are happening, that because of this, we really don't know whether it is going positive or negative. It is just going randomly. The whole weather thing is becoming more and more difficult to predict. Everyone okay? So with this I would like to end the river thing. We have 1 class left on rivers that will come through mapping. In mapping, I will take a special class on that. But as concepts, is everyone okay? The northern system, the southern system, the regimes and all those things. So some people are asking for a break. So let's go for a break. After the break, I will be talking about, let me just tell you what I have to do. I'll be talking about coastal plains. A quick one, coastal plains. Short discussion. Islands, I am not talking in here. Islands, I will be doing only in map work. Is it okay if I do islands, Lakshadweep and Andaman and Nicobar? वो मैं map में कर दूंगा special class में. With this, we will finish the physiographic divisions. After that, I want to start climate of India. And in climate of India, I believe that many of you are beginners. जो सीधा यहाँ पर आए हो paper 2 से. So I'll give you the basics today. And in the 3 days, I want you to read something. Class 11th NCERT Part 1, chapter on atmospheric circulation and winds. So after the break, please tell me what chapter is this. We'll take a snapshot and share also. So ये chapter आपको करना है, holiday में करना है, ठीक है? So what's the time right now? 16:33, 16:40, 7-minute break. Is everyone okay? I'll see you after the break. If you have questions, please ask me after the break. And look for this chapter. Am I audible, visible? So, can anyone share the chapter number from class 11th NCERT? Neha has shared something. Neha has a doubt. Okay. Chapter number 10, atmospheric circulation. Is everyone okay? In this, they'll tell you what is atmospheric pressure, what are winds, and then they'll tell you what are the circulation systems. Is everyone okay? Chapter number 10, can we do that? I get that, Sneha. Thank you for sharing. So somebody said chapter 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, if you have time, you can do that also, because you have 3 days with you. If all your classes of geography are over, you don't have to repeat any. I would strongly advise that you do that. Is everyone okay? Why is it needed? It will help you a lot in understanding. Indian atmosphere. उसका थोड़ा सा science आ जाएगा. Don't worry with the level of science. Remember, I'm always against using too much of PhD level science in geography, because that is the job of a geologist, not a geographer per se. ठीक है? Geologist करते हैं, but geographer का वो नहीं है. So all others who shared, ये ऋषिका ने share किया है. Thank you for sharing. So everyone, you will get such maps also. You will try and understand these maps. तो इसमें कुछ wind direction भी होती है, high pressure भी होता है, low pressure भी होता है. And generally wind radiates out from high pressure. ठीक है? High pressure से हमेशा out होगा, and low pressure पे it will always be in. Whenever we are talking of low pressure, this is ITCZ, low pressure. Can you see? It is always in. This is the line of low pressure. Everyone okay? So I would want you to play with it. क्या है? Don't worry. So should we read Khuller too? ये वाला part only from NCERT. अभी नहीं. Once I am done with the climate, then you can read Khuller. As it is, I told you, no, Khuller has got many words, many names, many theories. Then you will be confused a little bit. So there you go after my class. My class is on Monday, so we will be doing all those things. But as of now, I would want everyone to use this weekend to do these chapters on climate, particularly chapter 10. If you can read the chapter before and after, that will help you further. Okay. So let us continue. Another physiographic unit is coastal plain. Get it? Narrow stretch of plains. Yes. Can I say rolling plains or something like that? Whichever you want. Along both east and west coast. These are narrow stretches. You will find somewhere narrow strips. ठीक है? कैसे बना? Deposition and erosion work by rivers of peninsula as well as coastal waves. Is everyone okay? Can I say mostly exogenetic processes? Exogenetic processes with one endogenetic event. With one endogenetic event, what is it? Remember subduction or epirogenetic rise? Yes or no? Epirogenetic rise or fall. Remember when Himalayas were created, the southern hill complex got lifted up. What happened to the western flank? Western flank just halted. Western Ghats were created by that. So these are the things which have created that. Is everyone okay? So they have been created in different times and they have different things. So broadly divided into two: western coastal plain and eastern coastal plain. Do we get that? Western coastal plain, eastern coastal plain, they have some names also. Yes. So in this we have Kutch plain. Remember here there was a marine area which has got filled up. What will you call them? Gujarat plain. And what is this? Kathiawar. काठियावाड़ काठियावाड़ भी थोड़ा सा हिस्सा है और ये गुजरात का भी. काठियावाड़ also called as Saurashtra. Kathiawar and Gujarat plain. Is everyone okay? From here till Goa. Suppose this is Goa. What do we call this? Konkan plain. Get that? Karnataka coast is what? Kannada plain. And this is called Malabar coast. And let me draw it. This plain is very, very narrow. Very, very narrow. At places it is just 7 kilometer wide, 5 kilometer wide. You can walk and do that. Goa में आप देखोगे गोवा का पूरा 70 kilometers में हो जाए. It becomes a little wider towards Kerala. Slightly wider on the Kerala side. Is everyone okay? But when I go to the eastern coast, this is fairly wide. So much so that by Odisha, by the time we reach Odisha, the coastal plain is almost 200 kilometers wide. So remember Eastern Ghat, Javadi, Chevroy, Nalamala, Palikonda. And what do we have here? We have the Western Ghat. What do we have here? Nilgiri and Namalai. So I've seen many students, when I ask them the difference between the two, they start using the difference of the ghats also. Can we see ghats are different from the plains? Ghats are different from the plains. So which one seems to be wider? Very clearly, eastern seems to be wider. Can I say river deposits? Why? Because gentle slope. Gentle slope. True or not? And in fact, these sediments and deltas have caused this coast to extend seaward. This coast is extending seaward progressively. So this is called a prograding coast. This is called a prograding coast. Is everyone okay with this? यहाँ पर आपने देखा होगा गल्फ ऑफ मन्नार है. This is Sri Lanka. This part up to the Krishna Godavari delta. This is called the Coromandel coast. Do we get that? And coast after that, where we have Andhra and Odisha. Andhra and Odisha. इधर क्या हो जाएगा? बेटा नॉर्दर्न सरकार तो यार फिर वही कर रहे हो, घाट में था ना. इट वॉज घाट नो. जावड़ी, शेवरॉय, नलामला, पालीकोंडा, नॉर्दर्न सरकार. इसको क्या बोलते हैं? उत्कल कोस्ट. कोस्ट इज उत्कल. पीछे जो घाट है that is northern Sirkar. That's what I said. No, people are making that mistake, so that is why I've given you all the names at one place. Is everyone okay? Do we get that? And I want to tell you that if you take this, can I say this one, if I draw these arrows, can I say this area got submerged? But I want to tell you, when we are talking about this Kutch region and all that, this is an emerged region. Some part is emerged, some part is submerged. Same for the east coast also. Same for the east coast also. So there are mixed areas, mixed things which have created. Yes, sir. Can I say the composition is also different? Everyone, can I say this part, the composition will be more of the black soil sediments. This part, the composition will be more from the red soil sediments. So sediments will change, so will the composition change. Is everyone okay? So that's also what you must keep in mind. Yes. Get that? On the east coast, do you know Puducherry? Puducherry. Puducherry. The region near Puducherry was submerged. North of Puducherry is emergent coastline. So some part is down, this part is up. As I said, mixed response has happened. True. Have we already discussed that this side we have a wider continental shelf? So there are many natural harbors. There are many natural harbors on the western coastal plain, and harbors have given birth to seaport. So what's a harbor and what's a port? Are they different or are they the same? Harbor, port, are they different? Are they the same? They are different. So what's the difference between a harbor and a port? Quickly, everyone. Concepts? No. If you get the concepts clear, harbor is where ship is parked. What's here? Wrong answer. Port is man-made, harbor is natural. So where is the ship parked, Mansi? तो ये जो निखिल लगा रहे हार्बर में इन्होंने शिप की पार्किंग कर दी. सुना तो सभी ने, नेचुरल हार्बर्स, मैन मेड हार्बर, ऐसा ना सब सुनते कि नहीं? मेनी पीपल, मैं तो कह रहा हूँ मेनी पीपल वुड हैव डन जीएस आल्सो. हार्बर पोर्ट सुन तो लिया, रट भी लिया. चलिए अभी सबके लिए क्लियर कर देता हूँ. पोर्ट फॉर गुड्स एंड पैसेंजर. अच्छा, और हार्बर किसके लिए? हार्बर किसके लिए है फिर? सर्विसेज के लिए हार्बर. मुझसे कुछ ना हो पाएगा तुम्हारा. डॉकिंग के लिए. So harbor for temporary stoppage during bad weather. Everyone, there is a ship or there is a boat. There is a ship, there is a boat. The biggest problem with the boat is that it wants to stay afloat. When it is in water, it's okay. But when it is close to the coast, the problem is that the waves are coming. Yes or no? Waves are coming. What will the wave do? It will push this ship or the boat to the coast and it will collide and get damaged. True or not? It's a dangerous situation. It's a dangerous situation. My coastline, everyone, is like this. Get that? My coastline is like this. Everyone, if the boat is here, is it protected or not? A versus B. B is a harbor. Do you get that? This is my coastline. Get that? A, B, C. Where can there be a harbor? B is a harbor. समझ में आ गया? Why? It's a natural protection against wind and waves. Once and for all clear? Harbor समझ में आ गया सबको? सबको समझ में आया harbor? वही ये बात होती है harbor. Harbor is a safe area. Harbor is a protected area where, because of some obstruction, the forces of the sea, the forces of the nature will not hit you. That's harbor. Because this happened naturally, this is natural harbor. You know? So let's go to Chennai. This is Chennai. This is Chennai. Get that? And Chennai has got Bay of Bengal waves coming. Get that? इधर क्या है? इधर तो वेस्ट कोस्ट है. इधर कौन सा है? अरेबियन सी. I think almost 1.5 years when I started my career at sea. 1.5 years I was in Arabian Sea. 1.5. Mostly at sea in Arabian Sea. Get that? Arabian Sea में ships हैं, सब कुछ है, everything is there. In my second year, end of my second year, I happened to go to Bay of Bengal. My son, what a sea can do to a ship! I got the shock of my life. Bay of Bengal is so powerful, it's so unsettled, that Arabian Sea looks like land in front of it. Arabian Sea is so sharp, it's like a lake. It's like a lake. इधर तो भाई उसने वो मारा वो पीटा. मतलब I really lost it. I said I can't survive on a ship if the ship shakes so much. पूरे होश उड़ा दिए उसने. Get that? So now that's a problem. Chennai doesn't have that harbor. What did Chennai do? How many of you have seen such? ऐसा आप लोगों ने, if you've been to Bombay Marine Drive, ऐसा stone देखा सीमेंट का? It's called a tripod. इन लोगों ने ट्राइपॉड डाले इधर. ट्राइपॉड 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 सब डाल दिया डाल दिया डाल दिया डाल दिया. किसने डाला? ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. Yes or no? Now tell me, will this stop the waves or not? Will this stop the waves? Yes. ये हमने बनाया. किसने बनाया? ह्यूमन बीइंग्स ने बनाया. What is this called? This is called the breakwater. Now the ship is there. Safe or not? True. No. What is this? Will you always remember what is a harbor? Harbor समझ में आ गया? Perfect. Now, this is a railway track, and we have a train on this. Okay, that you are a student going to write Agni Veer exam. Yes or no? आपने ट्रेन को पटरी पे रोक दिया, and you want to climb on the train. Is it easy or difficult? The train has stopped, but from the track climbing on the train, easy or difficult? ट्रैक से ट्रेन पे चल रहा है, मुश्किल है. Perfect. And you want to transport 500 tons of mangoes on this train, and you have the train stopped on the track. The problem is, how do you take your mangoes to the track? Difficult or not? On the track somehow, how do you load it up over there? Further difficult or not? Very big challenge or not? Challenge to hai. So what is needed to facilitate everything so that it becomes easy? You're going to write the exam, you can board the train easily, you can get off the train easily, you can load things. Sir, platform चाहिए. Sir, train को बीच में क्यों रोकोगे? Platform पे आएगा, platform पे करो. Is everyone okay? The ship needs to come to a platform and park itself in Chennai. Okay, that when it parks itself in Chennai, there should be loading and unloading equipment. Cranes should be there, which will be working on that. And some goods require custom clearance, so there should be custom office. Some goods require sanitary clearance, there should be that. So Chennai decides to develop this area for that purpose. This is a port. Port is equivalent to a train platform. It is equivalent to an airport. Do you get that? Harbor is a place suitable for making ports. Port making will take money. Do you understand? Do you understand why we say harbor is natural and port is man-made? I want to tell you, harbor can also be natural. Did I show you? Chennai harbor. Is everyone clear what is port? Port के लिए सरकार बनाएगी. Port ने यहाँ पे declare किया this part of the port is SEZ. Not only government, private sector is also allowed to open its ports. Yes or no? Because it takes investment. There can be PPP model, public-private partnership ports are also there. Everyone, do you understand what is harbor, what is a port, and will you always remember that? पता नहीं यार, एग्जाम की तैयारी करते हैं. So many people prepare. So many people have been mugging up since childhood. Harbor नहीं पता यार. Harbor क्या है? Port क्या है? And teacher after teacher, the best of the teachers are teaching. ये man-made होता है, ये होता है, इसकी इतनी height, इतना weight, and all those things. Harbor is a safe place जहाँ पर ship हो सकता है. Natural nature से बचाएगा. But is it safe? 100%? भाई 100% तो कुछ safe नहीं. अगर साइक्लोन ने आके मारना है, साइक्लोन ऐसे भी मार दे, चुन के मारे. But can I say relatively safe? Relatively less disturbed or exposed. So port can be natural, but investment need to be perfect. अरे how can port be natural? ये बता दो नीरज. How can a port be natural? Have you seen a natural railway station? Have you seen a natural railway station? जो भगवान ने बनाया था अयोध्या में, भगवान राम ने कहा कि बाद में आएंगे अन अकेडमी के स्टूडेंट्स, इनके लिए नेचुरल रेलवे स्टेशन होना चाहिए. क्या पोर्ट नेचुरल हो जाएंगे? पोर्ट नेचुरल नहीं होता, पोर्ट बनाना पड़ेगा ना. अभी बताता हूँ आपको. यूपी बिहार कैसा? ठीक है, बहुत सारे बच्चे जुबा केसरी कर रहे हैं. गवर्नमेंट थॉट व्हाई नॉट गिव देम अ जॉब. गवर्नमेंट ने कहा यहाँ पर करते हैं इनलैंड वाटरवेज डेवलप. सो बार्जेस एंड बोट्स विल बी कैरिंग मटेरियल ऑन रिवर गंगा. कैसा? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? इस शिप को कहीं पार्क करना पड़ेगा ना. यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, इस तरह से एक सीमेंट का स्ट्रक्चर बनाएंगे, सो दैट व्हेन द शिप कम्स हियर वी विल टाई इट विद रोप्स. शिप की पार्किंग इज नॉट लाइक कार की पार्किंग. गेट दैट? सो दीज आर कॉल्ड जेटीज. इसको बोलते जेटी. जेटी कह लीजिए. जो लोग कभी फेरी पे बैठे हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं, फेरी टर्मिनल. गेट दैट? इसको बांधेगा, इस पे बांध देगा रस्सी से. दे विल टाई इट विद रोप्स. गेट दैट? एंड द शिप इज सेड टू हैव डॉक्ड. डॉकिंग ऑफ द शिप. तो शिप को यहाँ पे डॉक कर दिया. सो व्हाट्स अ डॉक? डॉक इज अ जेटी. जेटी विच हैज, इधर तो लैंड होगा ना, इधर लैंड है, ठीक है. डॉक में शिप को वहां जाके बांध दिया. दैट्स अ जेटी. एंड जेटी पे जब शिप खड़ा होता है उसको बोलते हैं डॉक शिप. ठीक है. और उसका पूरा जो एरिया है उस डॉक का, उसमें सम स्टोरेज स्पेस होगा, अदर थिंग, ऑल दैट एरिया इज कॉल्ड डॉक यार्ड. डू वी गेट दैट? सो रिवर के लिए भी होगा, ओशन के लिए भी होगा, मेनी थिंग्स वी विल बी देयर. आई वेंट टू पोर्चुगल. पोर्चुगल, ठीक है. पोर्चुगल में द रिवर इज कॉल्ड टागुस रिवर. टागुस रिवर. Get that? So I was coming out of it and I saw on the river, a platform like this, and with very beautiful decorations on that. So I asked the person who was from Portugal, I said, what is this on the river? He said, this is the place from where the king of Portugal used to see off the navigators during the age of exploration. And I said, bye bye bolta tha. This is where Vasco da Gama started his journey to reach to India. So the king will come and he will ensure his navigators go. He says, all the best, yellow, jao. This is how ships will go. So it is a historical place. आज भी Lisbon में, on the river Tagus, we have such a thing. Is it a man-made thing or a God natural thing? So I hope you can understand. Port तो हम बनाएंगे ना. Port will be that. So the problem is there are still people who are wondering because they don't know what it is. So they say one of them is man-made, other is natural. Everyone, do you understand the difference now? Will you make a mistake? हार्बर के अंदर पोर्ट बनेंगे. हार्बर के अंदर पोर्ट बनेंगे. देयर विल बी मेनी पोर्ट्स इन अ हार्बर. देयर कैन बी मल्टीपल पोर्ट्स. ए पोर्ट, बी पोर्ट, सी पोर्ट, डी पोर्ट, बहुत सारे हो सकते हैं. ये दिस इज कांडला. कांडला इज अ पोर्ट. ठीक है. कांडला में इधर भी पोर्ट बने, इधर भी पोर्ट बने, इधर भी पोर्ट बने. क्या है ये अडानी वाला? कौन सा है अडानी का पोर्ट? मुंद्रा. ठीक है. यहाँ पे पिपावा. रिलायंस वाले का क्या है? याद नहीं आ रहा. सिक्का है शायद, सिक्का सलाया. सिक्का उसने बनाया हुआ. इधर बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे फिशिंग पोर्ट्स हैं. यहाँ पे पोर्ट है दहेज. यस. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज पोर्ट्स कैन बी मेनी, बट व्हाट आर दीज? ये अपने आप में एक हार्बर का काम करेगा कि नहीं? डू यू गेट दैट? द गल्फ में सम एरियाज विल बी हार्बर्स. सो आई होप यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. पोर्ट इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट थिंग. सरकार के पास इन्वेस्टमेंट, एक और बनाओ, एक और बनाओ, एक और बनाओ, जो बनाना बनाओ. दहेज, अंकलेश्वर, गांधार, ये बहुत सारे पोर्ट्स हैं इधर. इज एवरीवन क्लियर व्हाट इज अ पोर्ट नाउ? अगली बार अगर किसी ने ऐसे कहा ना पोर्ट नहीं पता है सर, एक नेचुरल होता है, एक मैनमेड होता है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. और रिवरलाइन पोर्ट क्या है? रिवर पे जब आप कर देते हो, रिवर पे बहुत अच्छे से वही तो करना है, सेम थिंग. यहाँ पर ये करिए, इसमें लगा दीजिए, शिप आएगा उसको बांध देंगे यहाँ पर. बट देयर आर फैसिलिटीज टू टाई अप द शिप. देयर शुड बी फैसिलिटीज टू लोड द शिप, अनलोड द शिप, एवरीथिंग डन. सो ईस्ट कोस्ट और वेस्ट कोस्ट में which one has more natural ports, natural harbors? So west coast has got more natural harbors because what happened was everyone imagine the coastline was like this. किधर है? This is the area. ठीक है. This is the coastal area and here is the water. These are ridges. Now what happened? This one got submerged. So what happened now? Water went inside. So इधर भी water है, इधर भी water है. And what is exposed? Something which was a little high, only that is exposed. True or not? Will it give us natural harbors or not? Because sea has entered over there. तो sea ने क्या किया? Sea इधर enter हो गया. So already shallow areas are there. Maybe some mountains were there. Maybe some highlands were there. Will they give us protection or not? Will this become a harbor or not? Yes. So much so I want to tell you on the Kerala coast तो हमारे पास ऐसा बहुत है. Where the sea has entered this area also. Yes or no? Can I call them lakes? Lakes where rivers are opening up. And remember west coast, rivers are coming, steep rivers are coming and flowing like this. What are these called as? These are called as lagoons. Lagoons बोलते हैं, canals भी बोलते हैं केरला में. ईस्ट कोस्ट पर भी है. टेल मी ईस्ट कोस्ट में बहुत बड़ा, इंडिया का सबसे बड़ा कौन सा है ईस्ट कोस्ट वालों का? चिल्का लेक. Yes or no? Do we have Chilka Lake? North of Chennai, Andhra Tamil Nadu border पे कौन सा जल्दी बता दो? Andhra Tamil Nadu border, which one is there? Sir, Pulicat Lake. Pulicat Lake is almost blocked by this island. इस island को क्या बोलते हैं? श्री नहीं, श्रीहरिकोटा नहीं, सतीश धवन है ना, इसका नाम सतीश धवन कर दिया, पहले श्रीहरिकोटा होता, सतीश धवन. इट यूज्ड टू बी कॉल्ड एज श्रीहरिकोटा आइलैंड, नाउ सतीश धवन. यहां से हम क्या करते हैं? रॉकेट लॉन्च करते हैं. सुना आपने? रॉकेट लॉन्च सेंटर. और ये क्या है? पुलिकैट लेक. So our east coast and west coast, when we are talking about our west coast, is a submerged coast. West coast has more harbors and ports. West coast is more indented. Remember मैंने पहले बताया था indented coast क्या होता है? कटा फटा coast. Why? Rivers are making what? Many estuaries. This is a prograding coast. ये expanding towards the sea. What is this? Prograding coast का हमने क्या लिखा था? हाँ, rivers are making deltas. Everyone clear? Are you getting something or not? कुछ समझ आ रहा है? West coast, east coast, harbor, port. If you don't have that, that is a challenge which we must have. ठीक है? Are these coastal areas of any significance? जल्दी से बता दो इनका significance क्या है? If I ask you what is the significance, everyone, quickly, what is the significance? Significance of coastal plains. देखो, अब from geography students, I want first headings. Sir, economic significance. Sir, strategic significance. Yes, sir, ecological significance, socio-cultural, economic. बहुत बड़े plains है ना? Plains good for what? Agri and allied activity. Good for fishing. What do I mean by allied activity? Have you heard inland fishing? Inland fishing also. Fish, prawn, सारा seafood यहाँ पर हो रहा है. So plains है, वो use कर सकते हो. Trade transport. Do you know navigable canals? Navigable canals are there. We have a west coast canal, Kerala region. East पर क्या है? तमिलनाडु में famous canal बकिंगम canal. बकिंगम canal. कभी मौका मिले तमिलनाडु के कोस्ट पे तमिलनाडु पौंडीचेरी रन करो, you will find this canal very beautiful. East coast highway के साथ चलती है. West coast में केरला वालों ने क्या किया हुआ है? Those backwaters, those lagoons they have connected. So that's there. ठीक है? और क्या economic activity? बहुत सारे resources भी हैं इसमें. रिसोर्सेज. और गोवा में तो सिर्फ टूरिज्म ही कर रहे हो तुम लोग. ये सुनो सर, मैं कभी गोवा नहीं गया. तो बात नहीं, पास होकर चले जाना, ऐसा कोई नुकसान नहीं हुआ है. इट्स एब्सोल्युटली ओके. द सैड पार्ट इज मेनी ऑफ यू नेवर बीन टू द कोस्ट. इन रियलिटी यू नेवर सीन द कोस्ट. वो ज्यादा बड़ी दिक्कत है. सर माय पेरेंट्स विल नेवर अलाउ मी टू गो टू गोवा सर. दे आर ऑलवेज अगेंस्ट ऑल दीस थिंग्स व्हाट्स हैपन इन गोवा. रामेश्वरम चला जाओ. गो टू रामेश्वरम. टेल देम योर थिंग पापा मम्मा, लेट्स गो देयर. पूरी चले जाओ. ओशन तो देखो. सागर चले जाओ. सागर मेला. ये दैट डोंट गिव मी. पापा मम्मा ने बोला गोवा नहीं जाना आईएएस बनने तक. बोलो इफ वी गो टू रामेश्वरम पक्का आईएएस बनेगा. ट्रू और नॉट? द्वारका, सोमनाथ, जहां जाना जाओ, दरिया देख कर आओ. इंपॉर्टेंट. यू मस्ट सी दैट. स्ट्रेटेजिक, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी हैव मिलिट्री या नेवल प्रेजेंस की हम बात करते हैं. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. हमारा बॉर्डर है ना. वी हैव टू गार्ड आवर कोस्ट लाइन. कोस्ट लाइन 15,000 किलोमीटर्स करना है, जरूरी है. स्ट्रेटेजिक. उसके बाद क्या है? इधर हमने ट्रेड ट्रांसपोर्ट किया. इसमें आई वुड से नेवल एक्सरसाइजेस, जॉइंट मिशंस, जियोपॉलिटिकल कंट्रोल, पायरेसी, टेररिज्म, स्मगलिंग, नारकोटिक ट्रेड है. रिसोर्सेज में तो हमने कहा ना, मरीन रिसोर्सेज. हरदे पॉलीमेटालिक नोड्यूल्स बेटा, दे आर मोर ऑन द डीप ओशन फ्लोर. वी आर ऑन कोस्ट लाइन. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड. कोस्ट लाइन डज नॉट स्टार्ट इमीडिएटली ऑन द कोस्ट. नो. तो इधर आपको क्या मिलेंगे? आपको कोरल मिलेगा बेटा. कोरल मिलेगा, सीवीड मिलेगा. ठीक है. इवन सबसे बड़ी बात बेटा, कोस्टल एरिया में ऑयल एंड गैस नो. सो डोंट गो फॉर पॉलीमेटालिक नोड्यूल. हाँ बिल्कुल सभी सही कह रहे हो, मैंग्रोव एंड ऑल दैट. सो पॉलीमेटालिक नोड्यूल, टीचर क्लास में एकदम टशन मारने के लिए, बच्चे को कुछ नहीं पता तो पॉलीमेटालिक नोड्यूल. अ स्मार्ट ज्योग्राफी ऑप्शनल स्टूडेंट विल स्टॉप द टीचर. पॉलीमेटालिक सर मिलता कहां है बताओ तो. आज तक इंडिया के पास टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं ढंग से पॉलीमेटालिक नोड्यूल निकालने की, डीप सी माइनिंग की. कोरल, सीवीड, ऑयल एंड गैस ऑन द कोस्टल एरिया. वेरी गुड. निकलने का सैंड माइनिंग. इतनी सैंड माइनिंग कर रहे हैं. वी आर मेकिंग इट एन इकोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम. इलीगल सैंड माइनिंग. विशाखापट्टनम सड़कें नीचे आ जाती हैं यार. यस. इकोनॉमिक, यहां पर आप एनर्जी कर सकते हो. एनर्जी, विंड एनर्जी, वेव एनर्जी अभी मत करो. वेव से नहीं आ रहा है, टाइड से भी ज्यादा नहीं आ रहा है. दो हमारे पायलट प्रोजेक्ट्स आर गोइंग. आई थिंक दुर्गा द्वानी क्रीक इन देयर. सोलर ऑफशोर. ठीक है. विंड फार्म इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. विंड फार्म, सोलर ऑफशोर पेसेंजित अगर चल रहा है तो आई वांट टू टेल यू इंडिया इज अ वेरी ट्रॉपिकल कंट्री, वी हैव लॉट ऑफ सनलाइट, वी रियली नीड नॉट गो इनटू सोलर ऑफशोर, बड़ी मेहनत लगती है उसमें, बहुत पैसा लगता है। सो सोलर तो लैंड पे ठीक है, बट ठीक है फॉर प्रोजेक्ट्स वी आर डूइंग दैट। सो विंड, टाइडल और एक और है ओटेक, ओशन थर्मल एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन। अच्छा, इकोलॉजिकल में वी नीड टू कंट्रोल द फिशिंग एक्टिविटी, फिशिंग रेगुलेशन, ट्रू और नॉट? पोल्यूशन कंट्रोल जो हमें वो भी देखना है, तो इकोलॉजिकली वी हैव टू कीप आवर दिस थिंग इन माइंड, वी हैव टू लुक एट दैट। और मेरे ख्याल से साइक्लोन और वेव इरोजन, coastal area significant, if we can grow mangroves and all that, that is that. Socio-cultural बताओ, can I say these are population centers? Huge population, depends on that. Cultural, can I say a lot of cultural significance? It can be religious significance, yes. It can be lot of festivals, it can be lot of products, sea products, that's also culturally important. Traditional boat race, बिल्कुल मैंने कहा ना, festival, boat festival in क्या है, what is this, नेहरू बोट रेस कहाँ पर हो रही है? केरला, विच वेम्बनाड लगून, ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक। एवरीवन, वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ सिग्निफिकेंस। आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा? सर मेरे पास कुछ और है। सर व्हाट अबाउट मोक्ष ओवर देयर व्हेन यू गो टू दैट? हाँ ठीक है, इसमें लिखना मिसलेनियस। सर वेरी ब्यूटीफुल सर, एस्थेटिक। सर मन की शांति, हाँ मन की शांति, तन की शांति, जितनी भी शांति करनी हो, 2-3 शांतियों से मिलके भी आ जाना, एस्थेटिक। डू वी गेट दैट? मेडिटेशन, कोई टेंशन। सन बेद करना है रेहान को, रेहान गोरा करता हुआ समझ में आता है, उसको सन मिलता नहीं है। यू सेव योरसेल्फ, इंडियंस हैव अ लॉट ऑफ सन बेदिंग करने जा रहा है, पानी का बेदिंग करना। अक्षय कुमार सुपर हीरो, अरे सॉल्ट नहीं निकाला तुम लोगों ने? द इंपॉर्टेंट सिग्निफिकेंस इज इंडिया फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल, सॉल्ट। ये सुनो, अगर नहीं होता कोस्ट लाइन तो गांधी दांडी यात्रा में क्या करते? दांडी यात्रा में उन्होंने नमक कानून तोड़ा था कि नहीं? ये सुनो, दैट्स इंपॉर्टेंट। अच्छा, एक और स्ट्रेटेजिक में बताऊं आपको, अभी जो हमने कहा ना यहाँ पे रॉकेट लॉन्चिंग है ना, स्पेस मिशन हमारा। और अगर आप देखोगे तो चिल्का के पास देयर इज दिस प्लेस कॉल्ड चांदीपुर। चांदीपुर में आपने सुना व्हीलर आइलैंड, उसका नाम मेरे ख्याल से एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम कर दिया ना, व्हीलर आइलैंड इज नाउ कलाम आइलैंड। कलाम आइलैंड, ये किस लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है? मिसाइल टेस्टिंग, आईटीआर, इंटीग्रेटेड टेस्टिंग रेंज, जो हम मिसाइल्स टेस्ट करते हैं, मिसाइल टेस्टिंग। डू वी गेट दैट एवरीवन? So generally the east coast is preferred for all those rocket launch and missile, कि अगर गलती से मिस भी हो गया तो it should fall in the Bay of Bengal, it should not fall on the people. So coast पे वहाँ पर that's what they are doing. So strategic also, वो point मेरा मिस हो गया था, is everyone okay? Make sense? हमारे इतने आइलैंड्स हैं, उनके साथ कनेक्टिविटी करना है, रिलीजियस टूरिज्म है, वो करना है, ये सुनो। और कितने सारे बीचेस हैं, बीच पे जुहू बीच, चौपाटी बीच, अंजुना बीच, यस, कोवलम बीच, मरीना इज द लार्जेस्ट। देखो नीरज ने कहा सर मेरे को पता मरीना, नीरज मरीना इज द लार्जेस्ट दैट आई अंडरस्टैंड इन चेन्नई, बट डिड यू एवर विजिट इट? फिर फायदा क्या है? अच्छा मरीना होकर आया, अच्छी बात है। सो नीरज तो होकर आया, बाकी लोग जल्दी से चले जाओ, इससे पहले सी लेवल राइज हो जाए एंड द बीचेस आर गॉन, द बीचेस आर गॉन, यस। बट ट्रस्ट मी, वी इंडियंस रियली डू नॉट नो हाउ टू कीप आवर बीचेस। अभी आपकी कौन सा फ्लैग था, ब्लू फ्लैग रेटिंग आई है, करंट अफेयर्स डालो। हाँ सर वो ब्लू फ्लैग बीच रेटिंग्स हैव कम, ट्रू, ब्रिंग ऑल दोस थिंग्स, ब्लू फ्लैग सर्टिफिकेशन। बट स्टिल आई टेल यू, बीच तो यूरोप में ही है, द वे दे कीप देयर बीचेस। आप गोवा चले तो जाओ, ऐसे लगता है फिश मार्केट, सब दौड़ रहे पानी की तरफ, यस। और खाएगा वही चाउमीन और चिली चिकन, यस। इन गोवा जाकर मतलब ऐसे ऐसे लगता है कि गोवा में अगर मैं शराब नहीं पीऊंगा तो फिर गोवा नहीं है। किसने कहा यार? नीरज इज सेइंग लार्जेस्ट इन रिस्पेक्ट टू व्हाट आई डोंट गेट। अरे लार्जेस्ट बीच और लेंथ में, यस। देखो लार्जेस्ट तो हम ऐसे भी बना लेते हैं, इंडिया में तो लार्जेस्ट है ना, हम लोग क्लेम करते रहते हैं, ट्रू। एक्चुअली लेंथ में अगर देखा जाए, आपने लार्जेस्ट कहा ठीक है, बट अगर मुझसे पूछोगे, इसलिए मैंने क्वेश्चन मार्क डाला उसमें, बांग्लादेश का कॉक्स बाजार है, बांग्लादेश का कॉक्स बाजार इज लॉन्गर देन दिस बीच, कॉक्स बाजार बांग्लादेश। बट रिमेंबर बांग्लादेश को कैसे मान लें? एवरीवन, इंपॉर्टेंट और नॉट? So blue flag notification, we must keep our beaches clean. And who else will tell you? मोदी जी ने खुद जाके 4 बॉटल उठाई थी कि नहीं उठाई थी? मोदी जी clean the beach. और क्या चाहिए? Perfect. When the leader of the nation is leading by an example, आगे बढ़ो। तुमने अभी तक बीच देखा ही नहीं, and I'm very sure तुम जाओगे तुम गंदा करके आओगे, ठीक है? So do that. So मोदी जी जैसे कलेक्ट कर रहे थे ना, मोदी जी ने मुझे नॉस्टैल्जिक कर दिया, मतलब आई रियली फेल्ट नॉस्टैल्जिक बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर इन स्कूल if your shoes were not polished, if your nails were not clipped, if your hair were not cut, so in my school they would check that, and in assembly they will tell us side mein ho jao, and after assembly we used to clean the ground. ये सब मैंने भी किया था, मेरे को एकदम याद आ गया। तो मोदी जी मतलब रुलाएंगे क्या, मतलब आंसू आ गए थे। सो स्वीट मोदी जी। So all of us have cleaned that, yes. सेम बॉटल उठा के फोटो डालो, कोई टेंशन नहीं। आई मतलब आई तो वाज रिमाइंडेड फॉर डिफरेंट रीजन है, तुम लोग उल्टा सीधा सोच रहे थे। आई वाज वेरी नॉस्टैल्जिक, मोदी जैसे स्कूल के दिन याद आ गए, मैं भी ऐसी बॉटल कर। एंड मेनी पीपल यूज्ड टू डू दिस, दो बॉटल हाथ में उठा के इधर उधर घूमता रहेगा, सो दैट इफ समबडी आस्क डिड यू पिक, हाँ ये पूछा, और उसके बाद भी उसको कहीं डालेगा नहीं, वहीं फेंक के भाग भी जाएगा। आई एम सॉरी, आल्सो हैड ए फ्रेंड्स इन स्कूल। अब ये कैमरा ने आगे नहीं बताया मोदी जी ने फाइनली उस बॉटल का किया क्या। मोदी जी ने उसको डस्टबिन में डाला, रिसाइकलिंग में दिया, ये पता नहीं, बट उठाया तो था। मतलब आई वाज टोटली ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू माय स्कूल दैट वी कैरीड सम ऑफ थिंग्स, 2-3 पॉलिथीन उठा लिया, आज तो काम हो चुका, वी आर जस्ट डूइंग फॉर्मेलिटी, और जाते हुए कोई नहीं देख रहा है तो ये ले यार। ट्रू। Then we grew up, then we realized that school was not doing anything wrong, they were training us into this thing, and I'm glad my school trained it, and I'm glad Modi ji thought that many people have not gone to the school, yes or no? So Modi ji ने पूरे देश की क्लास ले ली, है ना। तो आज की क्लास इसी पे खत्म करें। आज मैंने क्लाइमेट नहीं कराया, क्लाइमेट अगली क्लास में कराऊंगा। So we'll start with climate in the next class. Is everyone okay? Homework clear? क्या करना है? एक तो चैप्टर 10, preferably 9, 10 and 11 from class 11th part 1. Other than that, write up on rivers. These are the homeworks. कर लेंगे? So I'm going to start climate of India. So thank you, and everyone, I'm very very sure we are talking about anything you ask, sabka basic I will give you that, but the only thing is that if you do not repeat it, it will not get registered. Any part of the lecture you have 3 days, repeat them. जहां परेशान हो repeat कर लेना, ठीक है। 1.5x पे देखकर करिए, no backlog after Monday. Especially people who are joining us new, please don't have any backlog. Sneha is saying it gives school wala excitement that we have 3 days holiday. Okay, I also get that, absolutely fine. So remember, after holidays we used to have, in my school we used to have a test on Monday. So Saturday, Sunday were holiday, and Monday they will take a test. So Monday we'll do something. Okay. Thank you. It was a pleasure. I'll see you again on Monday. Make the best use of it. You have my number, so you can send if you're submitting some assignment. You can send. If you have been late for some reason, you can still send it. And please make sure you work on that. So list we can submit on Mapbook now. Yes, Neeraj, you can submit. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care, and don't miss the classes. Don't have backlog. And people, if you know some people who are joining geography optional, if they ask you, please tell them yes, you can join, but please make sure they watch the first 2 lectures. That will help them. वरना क्लास में आके फिर आप देखते हैं क्या डाउट पूछते हो, सो द आंसर इज द सेम। थैंक यू, बाय बाय, टेक केयर।